Yo, welcome back to another episode of Superhero Swag. Of course, this is going to be this week in the Hall of Legends. Can't really call it a collection video because it's kind of a collection video because you guys have seen a lot of these figures that I've accumulated over the last couple years. So I'm not really going to name off the figures so much as I'm going to do like a quick sweep of this room that I call the Hall of Legends. Just a quick sweep. But then, of course, I'll go back over the room and explain each shelf to kind of give you an idea of what I was doing. Well, you can see the theme here. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Oh, and true to form, Mr. Superhero Swag has at least one action figure without a head or a hand, because I do my shorts and Ben. Come on, man. This is supposed to be a family show, bro. You can't be... Bro. Man, Ben Grimm, bro. Ben Grimm. Yeah. So, just a quick glance over at figures that I have in the Hall of Legends. And I even went to the trouble of doing an MCU shelf this time. This time around, I actually did an MCU shelf. There's Cap. Magazine Dreams. Oh yeah, they deep. They deep. You already know. So before we move to the other side of the room, let's just start right here on this MCU shelf, because this MCU shelf is something that I rarely do. But actually putting this room together was like, wow, I have a lot of MCU figures. It's crazy. So yeah, you'll see these two coming up soon. Ned Leeds and Peter Parker. Here's John Walker in the back from Thunderbolts or Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Of course, you got the Advanced Suit Spider-Man, Matt Murdock, Happy Hogan. Here's She-Hulk, Doctor Strange, and Wong. In the back, we got Ronin. There's Captain America Brave New World. That headgear is dope. That headgear is dope. Good idea. Good idea, Marvel Studios. And then we got the Guardians of the Galaxy. And Mysterio. Justice for Mysterio. I started to put the Tracksuit Mafia back there because of Ronin, but this shelf is already like chock full, right? Miss Marvel. There's Rocket. And then, of course, we got a bunch of the Dora Milaje. And, of course, we got M'Baku. And Black Panther. Rest in power, Chadwick Boseman. When we get on the other side of the room, you'll actually see Chadwick's face, because I have Chadwick as my T'Challa. We got Moon Knight, the Eternals, and He Who Remains. And we'll come over here. And this is a nice team that they actually let us have in quick fashion, which was the Squadron Supreme. This is the Blur, Dr. Spectrum. We got Hyperion, Power Princess or Marvel Wonder Woman, Nighthawk or Marvel Batman. Yep, Marvel Flash, Marvel Green Lantern, Dr. Spectrum, different colors. Come on now. And then Marvel Superman, Hyperion. That guy is stupid OP in Marvel Comics too. Alright, and then we got my Hulk shelf. So you have Gray, first appearance Hulk. And you've got Future Hulk, Driven Mad, Maestro, Villainous Hulk. And you've got Son of Hulk, Scar, Totally Awesome Hulk. This is Amadeus Cho. And then another version of Grey Hulk, Joe Fixit. Okay. We'll come over here to my Iron Man shelf. I'm not going to even go there with all the Iron Man. Just let me give you just a gloss over of this shelf. And you can see that it's pretty much all Iron Man armors that I have right now. That's pretty much what this whole little area is. I wanted to do an Iron Man area. And yeah, we talked about this guy. We talked about this. This is actually one of my older Ben Grimm action figures, but he still holds up. This guy right here is probably about 15 years old. He's got toe articulation, individual finger articulation, as you can see. And I just have him with the other Fantastic Four because he's more or less like, you know, we're the originals, we're the OGs. So he's coming in, interrupting their whole little Fantastic Four party. You got Wolverine, Franklin Richards. We'll see him as a baby probably in Fantastic Four First Steps. There's Valeria, his little sister. And then, of course, Peter Parker joined the Fantastic Four because they're two of the most popular characters in Marvel. So if you're trying to do something, having them on the team isn't a bad idea, which is why they were in the New Avengers. And yeah, they're two of the most popular characters in Marvel. Now down here, I've got what I got going on for this shelf is duos, because these cats run together. Cloak and Dagger, Juggernaut and Black Tom Cassidy, and Power Man and Iron Fist. And of course I did the Power Man version of Luke Cage instead of just the new figure that's so fire, but I wanted that old school aesthetic. And so yeah, and we'll go over to this shelf here, which this shelf is basically Spider-Man villains. Just some of them, because he has a rogues gallery that's off the chain. Y'all already know. This is Sandman, Flint Marko. And we got Hallows Eve, Jack-O-Lantern. Man, I rave about that figure, man. I rave about that figure. That figure is definitely going to be one of the villains in my Spider-Man series, in my Marvel shorts, for sure, because he is fire. You got Hobgoblin, Tarantula, Dr. Otto Octavius, Maury Bench, Doc Ock, Hydro Man. You got Eddie Brock Venom, and Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin of Crime. So this is kind of an ode to the Spider-Man animated series, but I've got other villains in there that weren't on the show, like Jack-O-Lantern, Hallows Eve, and Tarantula, just because their figures are dope. But then, if I'm doing animated series tributes, then you already know what this is. Whoa! Let me go back here and get her. She's top heavy because of her hair. She's top heavy because of her hair. Boom. Okay, so we got everybody that was in the animated series, and I tried to have them in the outfits that they were in the animated series. So of course you got Nightcrawler, Storm, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Rogue and Gambit, Wolverine, see, missing a hand, and Beast, Hank McCoy. Now we're going to go up to the top shelf, and since X-Men is like one of my favorite teams, one of the teams that got me into comics, this is the team that they were back like in the 80s. This is mostly like giant size X-Men, but with a couple tweaks. There's Havoc, Storm, Shadowcat, Kitty Pryde. I know a girl that can walk through walls. And there's Wolverine in the brown suit. $100 Cyclops, Bucky Cap. Crazy. Nightcrawler. Yes, I have multiple Nightcrawlers. Colossus. Sunfire. Thunderbird. And Angel. And I'm so happy to announce that yes, we will be able to get the yellow and green version of Banshee and finally be able to finish out Giant Size X-Men #1. But now they need to update this guy because he needs to be bigger than this, man. Or is it just Warpath that was really big? I still feel like they need to make him bigger than this, man. I know he died and everything and people don't really care about this figure, but I do. Because, I mean, I need him to be accurate on my shelf. Alright, so then we're moving over here. Alright, and we got the Iron Spider with the Waldos. Superior Spider-Man. Otto Octavius and Peter Parker's body. Still, in my opinion, the best Ultron figure released. And of course we got Secret Wars Doom, Secret Wars Titania, and of course we got Molecule Man. So I see what I was doing with this shelf. This was like a Secret Wars villains shelf. And there's Jean Grey from the summer program with the Phoenix Force. Dope. Alright, up here I've got Deadpool and is it Bone Breaker? Build-A-Figure. He's a lot of fun, man. I'm gonna have to do something with him too. He's a lot of fun. Alright, so let's see. Let's spin around. I'm still playing that, man. Where's that DLC? Insomniac. Where's that DLC, bro? Quit playing. Yeah. Alright. We'll be on this side. And this is the Occult shelf with everybody that deals in like demons and magic. And then this is my Cosmic shelf with everybody that's in like outer space. And then this is the shelf that I have dedicated to the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. This is all of the members at one time or another. Everyone on this shelf was a member of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Okay. And then this one's the affiliates shelf. These are the different groups. You have your Hydra and affiliates. You've got Shield and affiliates. And yes, that is Natasha. Then you've got AIM and affiliates. Then let's drop down. And over here, I did this shelf on purpose because I wanted to show that there are gaps in these teams. There are missing spots where people need to be. Feral needs to be right there. Marina needs to be right there. So that's Alpha Flight and X-Force, two teams that we still have not finished yet. Hasbro, let's get on that. Get on dot. And right here, and this got kind of like a villains shelf. Villains, just villains, bad guys. Here's Cyber, Red Hulk, Egghead and Count Nefaria, Detroit Steel and Doctor Doom. Here's Strife. And man, this is definitely one of my favorite pickups, man. Him in that time chair, Kang in this time chair, that is, bro, that's I love it. Takes up a lot of real estate, but it's dope. And we got Omega Red. There's Zero. And there's Apocalypse. I am the rocks of the eternal shore. Crash against me and be broken. Man, he got some fire quotes, bro. Mojo. Spiral. And then we'll go up. Let me see. They're getting close to finishing the Inhumans. They're getting close. Got Karnak, Crystal, and Lockjaw. Medusa and Black Bolt. Need an update on that Black Bolt. There's Thor. Loki. Zabu and Kazar. Missing a hand. Missing a hand. I feel like the video is getting long and everybody knows the names of the individual characters. So I'm just going to go over and give you some. Shelf is supposed to be like your travel guide because it's the different places in the Marvel Universe. You have the royal family of Attilan. Then you've got people that are from Asgard. Okay. And then you've got Beta Ray Bill. He's from somewhere else. And you've got Kazar and Zabu from Savage Land. And you have two Namors that represent Atlantis. Alright. And then I'm not sure what the realms are called that have the Dark Elves and the Trolls. But then you got that. Then you got Psycho Man from the Microverse. We'll be seeing some of him in the Fantastic Four series that I'm starting. Up here we got two figures that we didn't think we would get. Crystar, and this is one of the dopest figures, man. Icarus. So comic accurate. And then, like I said, this is my cosmic shelf. So these are people that are from outer space, space-based characters. Ronan the Accuser is still dope. That Lilandra is dope. Corsair is dope. Yondu. Silver Surfer. Forgot to bring out the board. You know, Terrax doesn't have his axe. You know, we're just setting up the figures to do the video. And when you do, you realize that you have a lot of accessories. A lot of accessories. And so these are like the last two shells. Just recently grabbed that Spider Boy. There's Sam. Shang-Chi. Still happy with that She-Hulk, but I want the Fantastic Four version. Let me drop down here. And I got some of the blue and yellow, but then over here I have them all set up over here with the Uncanny X-Force so that I can put Nightcrawler right there. But let's get that Warpath and that Archangel in those outfits, bro, because that, man, that's a whole show. Get them wings popping, that's a whole show. So I think I went over the entire room, probably glanced over some things. And of course we got more figures. This is the heads drawer, the hands drawer, more figures. Oh, and that is accessories. Alright everybody, I hope you had a good time watching. Thank you for watching. This has been another episode of Superhero Swag. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and get notified. Hit that little bell and make sure it is ring-a-ling-a-linging so that you get notified each and every time we drop new content. This is your host, Mr. Superhero Swag, signing out. Peace.